Walt Pickering, the man, the broadcaster, the legend.
Yes, it's a Walt Pickering special. Hello, Walt.
Hello, Steve. Thanks
How
for
are
having
you
me in
today?
Lovely morning.
Yes, we've got a whole hour of you, Walt.
Setting for the traffic at 12:30.
Yes, that's right.
The traffic report.
We've got a traffic report at 12:30, mustn't forget that. But we've got a whole hour of Walt Pickering and look back over your broadcasting career, Walt.
Since 19 September, I started.
That's a lot of years, isn't it?
And they've gone by. It seemed like yesterday.
And our friendship's grown.
Yeah.
And we've done some great things, haven't we?
Yeah.
Well, we're going to revisit some of the places we've been to over the years, and we're going to meet some of the people that we've spoken to in what should be a highly entertaining programme, I hope, Walt.
Yes.
Now, we'll start off with a bit of music. What do you want to hear? Danny LaRue?
Yes, please. Yeah.
OK. You're a big fan of old Danny LaRue, aren't you?
Yeah.
Let's get underway.
I was aware I should have seen him when he was down west and wanted to go.
I'm sitting on top of the world, just rolling along, just rolling along. I'm quitting the blues of the world, just singing a song, just singing a song. Glory, hallelujah, I just phoned the parson. Hey, Pa, I'm ready to call. Just like Humpty Dumpty, I'm ready to fall. I'm sitting on top of the world, just rolling along, just rolling along. I'm sitting on top of the world, just rolling along, rolling along. Yeah, I'm quitting the blues of the world, just singing a song, just singing a song. Glory, hallelujah, I just phoned the parson. Hey, Paul, I'm ready to call. Just like Humpty Dumpty, I'm ready to fall. I'm sitting on top of the world, just rolling along, just rolling along.
What a great way to get the programme underway. That's Danny LaRue. You like Danny LaRue, don't you, Walt?
Yes.
Like you dressed up as him once, didn't you?
Mm-hmm.
Now, in all the years that you've been broadcasting here at Radio Bristol, what have you enjoyed it?
It's really brought me out myself. I used to live a world of my own till you brought me out myself.
And we've got out and about a bit, haven't we?
Yeah, you put me on the map.
I certainly have, Walt.
Yes.
OK, well, we're going to revisit some of the places that we've been to over the years, and we're going to start off with the Bath and West. What do you make of the Bath and West, Walt?
Oh, well, it was a rotten day, wasn't it? Wet, wasn't it? Oh, it's heamed down, didn't it? We picked the worst day of going.
Oh, well, we've been there twice, and this is when we went there in 1994. They've got every sheep here, Walt, known to man.
Hello, then. Hello. Won't give me asthma, will you? Hello.
Do you like sheep?
Yeah. All right, yeah. Oh, God. Oh.
What's wrong, Walt?
Doing his business. Oh. What's your name, then? Eh? Oh, he said it, look. He's looking at me cross-eyed.
Down comes the rain again, Walt.
I'm turning this one on.
Steady, Walt, there's police around. Now we've come into one of the big sheds, Walt, where they've got the porkers. The big,
yeah.
The big pigs. Let's have a look at them, shall we?
Oh, lovely. Hello, then.
That's a big one, isn't it,
Oh,
Walt?
yeah. I like pork. I'd rather eat pork and roast beef with a mad cow disease. I like a bit of pork. I don't like the crackling on it, though. Only sure you don't get a lot with the crackling on now. They ruin it in the supermarkets. I love the crackling. Oh, when I was an 11-year-old boy, I used to love pork.
They're huge pigs, aren't they, Walt?
These supermarkets don't know how to put it up.
They're huge pigs, aren't they, Walt?
Oh, my mother used to do lovely crackling.
They're huge pigs, aren't they, Walt?
Yeah. But you don't seem to get the crackling with it now.
They're huge pigs, Walt.
He's ready for the table. Oh, the size of him. Gosh.
That pig looks like you lying down, Walt.
Oh, don't be cheeky. Oh, marvellous. The size of him. He's ready for the table, that one.
Now we've come into the cow shed, Walt. What do you think of cows?
Well, it's put me off since this mad cow disease. I don't eat beef now. He's looking at me, giving me the glad eye, that one.
Look at the udders on them, Walt.
Yeah, oh my gosh.
What does that remind you of?
Sex, innit? Sexy, innit? Don't appeal to me, though. I'm slipping all over the place here.
There's a lot of cow pats around, Walt.
No, it's not even floor, is it?
Would you keep a cow if you had enough room?
If I had the money, if I had the farm, yeah.
What would you call it?
Georgie or Harry.
But cows are females, Walt.
All of them?
Yeah, all of them.
Oh, look, you got a conquer on him. Oh, my gosh.
Do you like the mooing sound of cows?
Well, it's natural, isn't it? That's a milking cow, look.
How can you tell?
Well, his things are hanging down.
Udders.
Yeah.
There you go, Walt. There we were at the Bath and West in '94.
Gosh, it's as late as that.
What did you think of the prices of the food there?
Very dear. We had some free samples, though, didn't we?
We did have a few free samples. You kept cramming them in your mouth, didn't you?
I forgot the taste of them in the end.
Now, Walt, you always keep receipts for things, don't you? Why is that important?
Well, because if there was anything wrong with the Guardians, and I can take it back and get it sorted out, like Marks and Spencer's. If you buy anything from Marks and Spencer's, they replace it if you keep the receipt.
Because one of the very first conversations I had with you, Walt, was about your receipts.
I keep a receipt for everything. I got 4 boxes in there now. And all my holidays, I got 5 suitcases of where I've been on my holidays, and I got it all in rotation. I can go to anything if I want to talk about anything, and I compare the prices.
Why do you keep all that stuff?
Well, I like looking back. I've got 5 suitcases upstairs, all just to do with my holidays. And I've been to America.
What sort of receipts have you kept?
Oh, my shoes, socks, any clothes and all that. Shirts, I keep all my receipts. I got them all in a bundle.
Are they dated, are they?
All dated, yes. All in a file.
Has that been useful for taking stuff back?
And I got all my electric bills from the day when I moved in here, and all my telephone bills. Pity I didn't have them here, I could show you them. I got them all in boxes. I got 1 box for my telephone bills, 1 box for my electric bills, 1 box for my sewage, and 1 box for the water. All in rotation. And I compare the prices. Every blimmin' year, my water rate's gone up by 50 pence. Every year. Gone up. It's not 1 year it's kept level. And then this year it's going to be £80 for every household. So I should be paying another £40. Disgusting, isn't it?
Now, you've got one of your boxes here. What's this?
That's my receipts, all my receipts there. And that's me California. When I went to California in 1982 when the Falkland War was on.
That's all your bits and pieces.
When I've been at Disney, I got the card here for entering the gate. They are.
Mickey's Fun Time Pass.
Yes. I'm not going to that one in France. Now I go to that one again.
What was it like in America?
Oh, lovely. You could eat off the Mel's floors, not like here, fag ends and litter. Yeah.
It was clean.
Oh, the lovely shopping Mel's, not like here, litter and fag ends.
This is a Sage of Brislington special.
OK, well, let's move on now and talk about sandwiches, something you've devoted a lot of your life to, isn't it, sandwiches?
Yes. Oh, making sandwiches. Oh, it started out with 1 sandwich bar, and now it's 12 of them. So there is money in it. They do make a profit in it. It started out with 1 sandwich bar, and now it's 12 of them dotted all over the city.
And I know one thing you don't agree with is sandwiches being sold at garages.
Oh, it's petrol and fumes and dust. I've never bought a sandwich in my life, not anywhere, no matter where it is. If I was starving, I wouldn't.
Let's go back 2 years and find out your opinions on sandwiches at garages.
It's disgusting, isn't it? They ought to be. Myself, I don't think garages should be allowed to sell them.
Why?
Well, the forecourt and dust and petrol and fumes, and they're hanging about. It's all right in a proper sandwich bar. But there again, I think they ought to be pulled up, and not on about food poisoning. They ought to be pulled up, not putting the ingredients in the sandwiches.
How do you mean?
Well, if they say it's a ham sandwich, and if you open the sandwich up, there's hardly any ham in there. I ordered a bacon sandwich once. I won't name where I done it. And when I looked in there was hardly any bacon in there. And I paid $1.60. It's a rip-off, $1.30, $1.50. And now some places, the service stations are charging $1.49 now. It's a rip-off. I'd rather pay another £2 or $1.50, whatever it is, and have a cooked meal. I've never had a sandwich in my life.
How hygienic do you think they are?
Oh, I would never buy a sandwich at the garage. You don't know how old it is. And yeah, I've had sandwiches left over, and you know what lettuce is when it curls out? It's horrible and it smells. It's horrible. They're not fresh in the garages, definitely.
What about other takeaway food? Do you think that's dodgy?
Only thing I buy is the chicken from Miller's, because that is cooked and it's really tasty. But that's dear too, really. You know, and they give you 3 little small chickens and you pay about $2.70 for that. Mine, it's lovely when you're hungry and starving and you can't be bothered to cook when you go home. I brought some the other night in Brisbane and it was only 3 little dear chickens, but mine, it was very nice and filling and it was really tasty. I love that.
What about chips? Would you take them?
Oh, I don't need the same chips. Matchsticks, they're not chips, they're matchsticks. And there's no taste in them. And they're like matchsticks. You pay £1 and you count them, there's only about 10 chips in there. No wonder the the businesses all over around the country when they're charging £1 for 10 chips.
Now, you're listening to a Walt Pickering special here on BBC Radio Bristol. Now we're going to go off once again. What about 3 or 4 years ago when we went to visit the second Severn crossing when they were building it? Do you remember that?
Lovely. Oh, wet and windy day. Oh, and I went well myself.
It was a terrible day. They were sort of halfway through, weren't they, Walt?
Yeah.
And it was pouring down with rain,
what
wasn't
year
it?
was that? Oh, it must have been back a few years.
It was. Well, let's return to that day when we went to the crossing.
Marvellous engineering. I think we got the best engineering in the world. We beat the Americans at it. Theirs are all collapsed.
Are the engineers collapsed or the bridges?
The bridges with his earthquake they had.
How would you cope in an earthquake?
Get up, run out the house quick. Get on top of a mountain and let all your possessions go.
Are there many mountains in Brislington?
Eh? No, we ain't got the climate for that. It's in a hot climate.
Look at these pipes, Walt.
Yeah, massive, Steve. Oh, I bet they cost a bomb.
Brilliant echo, isn't there?
About 40 feet long they are. Massive. This is all the fuss all about this gun money for Israel, and I was it a crate on it. They made such a fuss over it.
These aren't the same pipes, are they, Walt?
No, they're bigger, aren't they? Massive, ain't they? But that cost a bomb.
This new bridge is costing a lot of money, isn't it, Walt?
You're telling me. That's coming out my 130 a year.
Pardon?
I'm paying 130 a year for that.
How do you mean?
Road tax.
Road tax?
130 a year I got a fine for that.
So you're personally financing it?
You're telling me I am. Wonderful engineering. Now they fit it like a jigsaw puzzle. That's a crane there. That's not the bridge there itself. That's the crane.
Hundreds of workers are working on this, Walt.
Yeah. Well, it's pay packets for them. A lot of them, half of them are shirking half the time. I really like it when it's wet here. They take it easy.
What makes you think they're shirking?
I go by in the car sometimes, see them leaning on the shovels and yapping and drinking tins, smoking.
Have you ever fancied being a construction worker?
No, thank you. I like to be a foreman in charge of them.
What, shouting at them?
Yeah.
Oi, move that.
I'll get them working. I wouldn't let them shirk. Hey, come on, what I'm bloody paying you for?
Let's hear you say, you get on with it.
Hey, come on, get on with it.
Do you know what? I think you could be a foreman. They are Walt up at the second Severn crossing, and we've been across it recently, haven't we?
The new one on the 5th of June.
What did you think of it?
4 months now, the new one.
What did you think of it?
Oh, lovely. And it's 4 lanes, sensible bridge. That's what it should have done in the first place. Bad planning.
Walt Pickering, born to broadcast.
OK, Walt, let's move on to something else now. And do you remember when we tried to stuff a turkey for the Christmas special?
Oh, it's at my home.
That's right.
Yeah.
We had a turkey, and we had it in front of us, and I said, Walt, what's the first thing you do when you're stuffing a turkey?
Well, open him up to put the stuffing in there. You can't get the stuffing on the outside of it. I've got to cut the string away from it.
OK, so you cut away. You've got to open the legs so we get a cavity. Get them nice and wide open.
There's one gone, and now the other one. The right-hand side one. And there we are. And it's free for the stuffing to go in. You can tell I've done it before, can't you?
That's quite a sight, Walt.
Yeah. Ooh, horrible.
You've got to feel sorry for the poor turkey, haven't you, Walt?
Yeah. Well, you don't know now. He's dead now.
What do you think of, Walt, when you look down inside that turkey?
Horrible. Horrible sight.
Are you fond of turkey?
Not struck on turkey. I've got to have it the first day. Second day, another day, and it's kept for sandwiches over Christmas. It goes dry. There's no texture in it. Oh, if it's turkey's done right and you have it on the same day, it's out of this world. But if you keep it for sandwiches and pick it up about 4 days later, it's dry, stringy. It's like French bread. You buy a French stick, you've got to eat it on the day. You keep it for the next day, it's gone solid, dry, horrible. Well, it's like everything else. Ice cream don't taste the same as it was. It's all watery, milky. There's no ingredients in there, solid. They don't put the stuff in them.
Where's the taste gone, then?
You ask me. They don't put the quality in them today. They charge the herb and don't put the quality in. Now, it's like me making these egg sandwiches. You go in any sandwich bar and Max mine up there, I show them up every day. Now, the egg sandwiches you've had for lunch now off me, could you buy them in a sandwich bar like that?
Not with that much egg in them.
No, I tell you that. All egg and maize, so to make a profit and spread it.
Do you think generally throughout the whole food industry things are going down?
Oh, not half, yes. It's like vegetables. It's all like tomatoes. I buy tomatoes and the hardest bricks and there's no taste to them at all, no flavour at all. Years ago when I used to buy tomatoes, they used to be nice and red and juicy, real bright red. And a bit of salt, went down like a tree. But I don't get tomatoes like now. They're like light red colour, orangey colour. They're forced in greenhouses. They're not grown natural.
They don't seem to have the same taste.
I don't like Spanish tomatoes and I don't like Egyptian potatoes. Give me English every time. I know Egyptian potato and a Spanish tomato. Oh, no taste. No. They're forced in greenhouses. There's no taste in them. They got to grow natural.
Well, I bet the stuffing's cooled down by now, Walt, so let's get it rammed up the bird, shall we?
Right, I'm going to put my rubber glove on. I'm going to do an operation on the turkey now.
You're putting rubber gloves on?
Yes.
Lovely. You're like
I'm going to do an operation now. I'm like a surgeon at the BRI.
So what are you doing, Walt?
Stuffing the bird now, and make sure it goes right down. I got a long spoon. Some people only just put it on the outside. I mean with it. I'm going to fit it right in.
You're cramming it in?
Yes. Now, the juices from that and the fats of it will make that nice and flavoury. It's not flavoury now. Here it goes. I'm going to put the whole lot in. I'm not mean with it.
Do you have to push it right down?
Oh, yes. Because it'll fall out when it goes in. And then I should get some string and tie it up and keep it in.
You're filling up all the far distant corners of the bird?
Oh, yes, Steve, yes. I'm doing it in the correct way.
Cramming it in?
Yeah.
Now, the turkey itself is flat on its back with its legs in the air. How do you think it's feeling?
He don't know anything about it now. He's gone. He's unconscious.
Is he in turkey heaven?
There we are. That's it.
All stuffed up?
That's it. Now I get some string now and tie the legs and keep that in.
Beautiful, Walt. You've tied it up very neatly.
Yeah. Yes, there we are.
That is wonderful.
There we are. That's all ready for the oven.
And what would you say to people who are worried about stuffing birds? Would you say it's not that difficult?
No, child can do it. Yeah.
Well, you did it.
Yes, there's no complications with it. You don't have a science degree for that.
You don't need a science degree?
But today, that's what I'm going to say. With all the education they got, they don't know how to cook. These women don't. I'll show them up. These young bits of girls today leaving school, I thought they'd go through all that at school.
What, turkey stuffing?
No, they haven't got a clue of cooking. They put their old man's dinner up. They ain't got no idea of cooking. They buy everything in packets. Laziness.
Well, if the girls don't do it, who's going to make tea for the blokes?
They buy everything's too easy for them. How they would have got on years ago, they would have had to done it.
Stuffing a turkey for you is no challenge.
No. And being I haven't done it for a long time, I got over that, didn't I? You didn't know I could do it, did you?
I think you've done it beautifully. Are you happy with the bird?
Oh, yes, it's a nice bird.
In fact, Walt, this is the best looking bird I've ever seen you with.
I'm not a two-legged bird. That's a four-legged bird there.
There, Walt, stuffing a turkey makes you feel hungry, doesn't it?
Yeah, yes. Well, didn't I cook it well? Wasn't it lovely?
Well, you actually ate it. What was it like?
It took me 4 hours.
What, to eat?
No, 4 hours to cook it properly, right through. I'm not like how in the shops it's red inside it. I made sure it was cooked right through.
I bet you did.
Oh, it was lovely. It was out of this world. And a few roast potatoes I'd done with it.
Sandwiches, politics, tea making. It's that Pickering moment.
OK, Walt, we're now going to talk about your false teeth, because you've had false teeth for a number of years, haven't you?
Yeah, I remember I lost them down the pan in the early days.
How long have you had them for?
Oh, about 8 years.
You dropped them down the toilet, didn't you?
Oh, yes, but I had one too many.
Well, we did a special on your false teeth once, didn't we?
Yeah.
Here's a little bit of it.
Oh, when they first new, don't you have a job to get used to them? Especially the top ones. The bottom ones are not too bad. Oh, but the top ones, I thought I was never going to settle down and get used to them. They kept on moving. Can't eat nothing hard. Apple.
What was it like the first few days you had false teeth?
Oh, nightmare, Steve. I had a job to get used to the top ones. The bottom ones settled in lovely. I had to get on going back to have adjustments. I went privately. I had to go to the BRI.
Do they wobble about much?
Not now.
Your voice sounds a bit different when you take your teeth out, though, doesn't it?
Hello, Steve. Oh, yeah, some of them notice it when I'm on the phone. I look ugly without them, don't I? Say I phoned you tonight. Could you tell me if I had my teeth in my head or not?
I think I could tell the difference, yeah. So it's more comfortable without them in, is it?
Oh, yes, yeah. So if I'm not going to go out no more, say I comes in sometimes after shopping and I'm not going to go out for the rest of the evening, I take some straight out and put them in water, soak them, watching television. Yes. But I got to put them in to have food, to chew, because I'd be swallowing great big lumps otherwise.
The Sage of Brislington, the voice of the nation.
Now, Walt, you like going to church, don't you?
I love it. Yes.
Is it the social side
I'm
of it?
glad I joined the church. I'm on my own and I ain't got nobody. And I'm glad that I made some real, true friends there.
And you have a little bit of a sing-song, don't you?
Yes, choruses.
You cook for the friendship hour, don't you?
Yes, and do afternoon teas.
And how many people were there when you started cooking there?
Oh, 15, but it's gone down now.
Have they been dying off?
Well, one or two has gone past on to be with the Lord.
Anything to do with your food?
No.
Now, Walt, we went to Bristol Cathedral. Do you remember that?
Oh, when I sang my chorus?
That's right. We went in the chapter room.
Yeah, well, it's lovely.
Now, we've come down sort of behind the cathedral, and this is the chapter house, Walt.
Oh, sure, we've never been down here. Oh, I say. Oh, is that the original floor?
Could you hum a note, Walt, and we'll hear the echo?
Oh, how's that?
Lovely. Can you give us a verse or something?
It is no secret what God can do. What he's done for others, he'll do for you. With arms wide open, he will pardon you. It is no secret what God can do. Amen.
That was beautiful, Walt. Brought a tear to my eye.
How great is our God, how great is his name, how great is his love, forever the same. He rolled back the waters of the mighty Red Sea, and he said, I'll never leave you, put your trust in him. Amen.
Thanks very much.
How's that? I mean, I did it better than last time.
You could have made it as a classical singer, you know that?
I got a high voice, haven't I? I got a powerful voice. If it was trained, I'd be all right.
Down boy.
I don't know what you classes me as.
Unusual.
You wouldn't class me as the, what do you call it, these singers, when they all group up. Oh, barbershop.
No, it's not barbershop.
No. I want to be all right joining them. Oh, they're always putting for people to join them, aren't they?
You get a free haircut.
I do all right there, wouldn't I?
You love singing, of course, don't you, Walt?
Yeah. Well, it makes me jolly, you know. It's now or never. Come home, Elvis Presley. Kiss me, my darling. Be mine tonight. Tomorrow will be too late. It's now or never. My love won't wait. That's Elvis.
If you want to hear the truth, listen to the sage.
Now, one of your favourite foods, I know, Walt, is potatoes, isn't it?
Yes, well, you can do everything with them. You can do hundreds of things with them.
OK, we talked about potatoes one day. Let's go back to that day 18 months ago.
When I do a dinner, instead of just cooking about 3 for dinner, I cook about 20. Then if I want to fry out, quick do, I got them for my evening meal.
And these are already cooked then?
Now, just strip them and cook them like chips. Like you have a crisp in bag, but not too thin. I should cut all them in pieces and put them all around the frying pan, and I make a bread and butter sandwich.
And it's a cheap meal, isn't it?
Yeah, it's just a meal on its own. Well, you can do anything with potatoes. You could do a salad cooked potato, like I do sometimes. Then me and now I don't need to fry them. I can have them with a salad. Quite nice, with a bit of salt and pepper and coleslaw. Oh, I love coleslaw.
So you give the thumbs up to potatoes?
Yeah, and coleslaw is my favourite. But some places it varies. Some places haven't got enough cream in, and it's stringy and tough. And some places out as well. Oh, I'll show you now what I brought from. See the smell? Nice and creamy.
You're shoving it in, Walt. Tastes good?
Just right to the palate, how I make it. See the cream in it? But never keep, after 3 days, it goes funny. And you can have a bad tummy. I had some the other time, and it was on the turn. It was all right, it was possible, but I wouldn't chance it because I didn't want a tummy upset. And sometimes it repeats on you.
You don't want to live life too dangerously?
Oh, no. Eat it up in 3 days. That's what Sainsbury's says on their packets. Once you've opened it, eat it in 3 days and keep it in the fridge.
Sound coleslaw advice.
But he eats it. What I don't finish, he eats anything what I leave.
You love this stuff, don't you, Walt? You're shoveling it in, Walt.
Delicious. Good for you. The kids love it.
The kids love it.
Oh, the kids have it with everything. I only have it with a salad. I don't have it with a cooked meal. Oh, I don't like tater with jackets. I don't like going out buying potatoes with their jackets on. It's too much fussing and messing about. Oh, I don't like it. I'd rather a clean boiled potato.
You're listening to the Pick of Pickering, the very best of Walt Pickering.
OK, well, let's take a bit of a break for some travel news, and then we'll be back with Walt.
BBC Radio Bristol and BBC Somerset Sound. Travel news.
AA Road Watch, this is Julian Burnell. It's all looking fairly good on the roads at the moment. There isn't a great deal of traffic slowing things down, although it could start to get a little bit slow moving over the Avonmouth Bridge between junctions 18 and 19 of the M5, where strengthening work continues. Also, there's an awful lot of roadworks set up in the Cribbs Causeway area of Bristol. They're installing some traffic lights at junction 17 on the roundabout of the M5. That's the Cribbs Causeway turnoff. And you'll find a lane closed on the A4018. That's between junction 17 and the top of Cadbrain Hill, so expect some delays in that area. Looking towards Bath, the picture's fairly good. Look out, though, for those temporary traffic lights still set up on the A46 between Bath and Cold Ashton. While in the Weston-super-Mare area, we've still got some work going on Old Locking Road in Banwell. That's closed at the moment for resurfacing work. Into the Bridgewater and Taunton area, trouble on the A358 still, with temporary traffic lights set up for resurfacing on the Hatch Beecham bypass. That's on the dual carriageway section. And things looking fairly busy in the Bridgewater and Taunton town centres, obviously, particularly in Taunton town centre, not being helped by the A3027 with those temporary traffic lights on East Street. While in the Yeovil area, the A303 is running well, but look out for work on the A37 just to the south of Yeovil. You're going to face two sets of temporary traffic lights there, and if you are heading up the A303 eastbound, look out for some lane closures on the Zeals bypass in Wiltshire. They've also been slowing traffic down. Julian Burnell, AA Road Watch.
You're listening to the Pick of Pickering here on BBC Radio Bristol. Walt Pickering's with me. We're delving into the Golden Archive. How are you feeling, Walt?
Oh, I feel great today.
I bet you do. Now, you don't like sports, though, do you?
No, well, I think because I never was brought up as when I was a kid at school.
But nonetheless, Walt, one day we did go and play a game.
We have come to the BBC Club. We're going to have a game of snooker.
Have you ever played snooker?
Oh, many years ago, but not for the last 6 years. I know all about it. You can't tell me much about it. I know about it. I watch it on telly.
What was your biggest break?
4.
Right. Do you understand the rules?
Yes and no, not really.
Do you understand what the different balls are worth?
Oh, I can know the colours, the pink, the reds. There's 15 reds, 1 pink, 1 black, and 1 blue, 1 yellow, 1 white, 1 brown, and 1 green. That right?
That's right, yeah. Do you know how many points the black is?
2.
And about the pink?
4.
What about the blue?
5.
That's right. And the green?
4. No, 3.
And
3.
what about the brown?
3.
And the yellow?
4.
And each individual red is?
2.
OK, well, let's set up the table. Let's make a triangle of reds.
Right. That should be 15.
That's right. Do you ever watch the snooker on the telly?
Oh, I love it. It's relaxing. I must learn it off by heart if anybody asks me any questions on it.
It's quite a skill, though, isn't it, Walt?
Oh, I know the scoring. There we are. There's the 15.
OK, and put the pink in front of them. Brilliant.
I ain't got my white gloves on.
Are you going to do some tricks? OK, Walt, let's select a cue. There's some here, Walt. What are you looking for, Walt?
A nice, tall, straight one. Now, but there we are. That's the tallest one. Because I'm tall, see? There we are. Here's the chalk.
All right, and you're applying that nice and carefully?
Yeah, trying to smother it.
Now, the table stretches out in front of us, Walt. It's quite big, isn't it?
Yeah, it's the biggest one I've ever seen.
OK, Walt, should we toss a coin to see who goes first?
OK.
Heads or tails?
Tails.
OK. Tails it is, Walt.
Yes. I have a go then.
What you've got to do, Walt, is put the white ball in this D
Yes,
here.
I know that, yes.
And then what have you got to do?
Hit them red balls in the pockets.
OK, so select your spot with your white ball.
Yes, and I'm going to have a good hit.
What are you thinking about?
Getting them red balls in the bags, so I can make a frame.
Are you concentrating?
Yeah.
He's aiming.
I'm hitting the red.
Brilliant.
Ah, you didn't know I could play, did you?
Well done,
Oh, I've
Walt.
scored one, haven't I?
No, none have gone in, but you've split the table.
Yes, I know how to do it. Have another go?
No, it's my go now.
All right, okay.
Didn't get one in.
Not so good as me, was you?
Now there's a red one right in front of the pocket there, Walt. You could get that in.
Yes.
Do you reckon you can get that in, Walt?
And that Davis break Saturday night, I better in him at it.
Well, it's right in front of the pocket, Walt. You ought to be able to get it in. And you did. Well done.
Yes.
OK, so you got 1 point on the table. What do you do now?
Black, innit?
What do you do now?
I'm gonna go to red, don't I?
No, you've got to get a colour now, Walt.
Colour. Pink, any colour.
Any colour. Do you want to select one?
Yeah.
What one are you going to go for?
I'm going for the pink.
OK. You sure you can reach over?
Yeah.
You got to get your leg over, Walt. How do you feel?
Lovely.
Don't damage the table.
Certainly not, Steve. It's a good quality table. It's 18. I think it's 18 inches.
Feet.
I think it's one I've seen.
OK, well, this is not an easy pot. I don't think you're going to get this in.
No,
But
I'm going to have a good try.
OK, go on then, Walt. Let's see how you do it. You're bending down over the table.
Oh, not far out.
No, you didn't get anywhere near the hole, Walt. No, it's my go now. It's my go, Walt.
Right.
Walt Pickering, the man, the broadcaster, the legend.
OK, let's move on now, Walt, and find out what happened when you went to get your toenails chopped, because they were a bit long, weren't they?
Oh, they want to know my life story. This afternoon, I've been to health centre, Broccoli, my health centre.
Why?
To have my toenails cut. There's nearly 2 years growth on them, and I got fed up with it. They kept on gadging my socks. I broke 3 pairs of socks. Every time I put a pair of socks on, it caught them.
Can't you cut them yourself?
I can't bend down to get at them because of my asthma and my breathing. It flings me back. I can't get at them. And I softened them. I soaked in the water for 2 hours to soften them to make it easy, and then I couldn't get at them.
You can't reach over?
No. It's not because I'm fat. It's because of my asthma. I used to do them.
So you go to the health centre?
Yes. Oh, and the formats to get that done. I had to fill 2 forms in. Have you got any relations and all this nonsense? And I said to them down there at the health centre, anybody think I was going on the operating theatre and that I wasn't going to come round again? They all laughed their heads off.
What sort of questions they ask you?
Oh, do you suffer with blood pressure? Have you ever had a heart attack? And have you been into hospital? And if you cut yourself, do you bleed a lot? No, one of the national health is costing a lot of money and it's unnecessary. It's paperwork for somebody.
All this just to get your toes clipped?
Did I do right saying about... I said anybody think I was going on the operating theatre table? I'm not going to come round, it'll be all right.
So they were getting quite long, your nails?
Oh, yeah. I broke 3 pairs of socks on me because